Good evening, YouTube. It's Wednesday, March 2nd, and I have the actual date this time. It's correct. I understand last video, I messed up the date. Cut me some slack. I was tired. I mean, the video was called Tired Jake is Tired. Moving on. So today was a late start day. For those of you who don't know, late start days are what my school system does. It's once a month, every first Wednesday of the month. And it's where for the first few hours of school, they just have a giant meeting. Anyway, that means sleeping in time for Jake, so that works out very well, I think. Nothing really interesting happened in school today. I guess one thing you could say is I got my head bashed against a desk. Not really bashed against, it was just kind of like pressed lightly. And I was flailing about, and I was just like, oh, let me go! Things like that usually happen anyway. So Steve Jobs unveiled the iPad today. It's actually the iPad 2. And basically, from what I understand, it's a little bit faster, can compute more, and it's thinner. If you ask me, Apple makes a lot of things thinner. And I've already heard talk about the iPad 3, so it's just a matter of making things smaller, and it's just pointless. So I have some very awesome news. Oh, the camera just shook. Anyway, I have some awesome news for you. The collab channel's finally up and running. I'm actually posting a link. You can probably find it right here, in this box area. You can find it inside of my curtain. So my video will be today. I am Wednesday. I'm not sure about Thursday yet, but there will be a guaranteed video on Friday. Her name is Laura, and she's amazing. So don't forget to subscribe to them and comment and do whatever you want in their area. I'm not sure what we're going to call that yet. So now on to the question time. From last video I said that I would do some research on some animals and what were awesome. And I'd say mine would probably be an axolotl because it's like a real life mudkip. Bitches don't know about my mudkip. Also special thanks to Buckethead for finding the name of that phobia about the ducks. I believe it's pronounced anatidaphobia. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So on to more questions that I have from new viewers. Well, not really new, they're just new comments from awesome viewers. Jenna Hemina asks what my favorite fruit is. She also said that I would get 10 points if it was her. Just in case you're wondering, her fruit is an apple, because that's what she does, she apples. Now it may be because I want the points, or maybe just because they're simply awesome, but I would have to say apples. Or pomegranates. It's a tie between the two. So, pomegranates and apples. Random side note, while I was biking home today from school, I looked up when I could and it was safe. I was looking up at the sky because I tend to do that a lot. Anyway, I looked up and the sky looked so amazing. It was like blue and the clouds were really defined and it just looked awesome. I wish you could have been there. Well, I guess you could be there. You could just go look outside. Though it'd probably be dark unless you had a flashlight. But don't you ever just look up or just find something amazing and it makes you feel so good about the world and how awesome it really can be? Before I forget, today is also Tie Wednesday, but currently I can't find any of my ties, so here's a picture of one. And that's all I have for today, so don't forget to subscribe and comment in my nether region with questions, because who loves questions more in another region than I do? Unless you do, because you do post in them quite often.